Good morning and hello again. Today is Thursday. Let's see, Thursday. Ooh, I absolutely love this card, Magician. Thursday, the 23rd of June, and we're going to do a general reading. That deep in cup number 2, because coffee makes me less murdery. All right, the center of the table is right about here, and we will take off and start. What do we need to know about today? Thursday, general energy. Whoever might be tapping in. June the 23rd, 2022. Or you may just pop by this at a later date and feel like it resonates with you for that day. If it does, great. If it doesn't, let it go. Don't accept. And you know, I'm going to say this again. I had somebody come in the shop. Might have been yesterday. Might have been Sunday. I can't remember, but it was a couple of days ago, maybe. And they were talking about something the readers spoke to them. And I believe her words were, I'm not so sure I agree with that. And you know what? Whether it be tarot reading, whether it be psychic reading, whether it be whatever, whether it be someone in church, because they are very good about this. At least that's what I experienced when I was in the church. Was that they will speak things over you that suit them, or things that they think you want to hear, or things that they'll speak things over you that gets them something out of it, whether that's a payment or work or whatever. There you have it. And I told this person, we have the choice. You have the choice to accept what others speak over your lives. You have the choice to accept it or reject it. If it does not resonate with you, reject that shit. I mean, come on. I've had some people speak some pretty crazy fucking shit, crazy shit to me. I had a lady actually come in my shop and say some pretty mean things about my husband. And she didn't even freaking know him. And it was because two people that knew us that shouldn't have been running their mouth or talking about him and saying some things that they had assumed and not things that they knew. And this person was rephrasing that to suit herself, like she was some kind of an, oracle. And she was giving me a warning. And let me tell you what, your flesh will rise up against that on either side, okay? On either side, church side or the left-hand path side. And anything that's not church, don't be friggin' fooled, okay? It's left-hand path. If it's not right-hand path, it's left-hand path. I'll leave my opinions about Christian witches to the side, okay? Anyway, you have the right to speak against that. I put my finger in her face and I told her shame on her for speaking stuff that she assumed. And I told the person that was standing next to her that was supposed to be a friend, shame on you too. And I didn't receive that stuff. No one has the right to speak over your life, anything. You have to give them that permission. Sorry, just a little passionate about that because it's still a sore spot, obviously. But because I detest that people use this to control other people. That's not what it's for. Prayer, the church, words of knowledge. If you go back to the scriptures, there is a lot of truth in Bible scripture, okay? There's a lot of control propaganda also. But it says in there that the gifts and the callings that are given by Spirit are without repentance, but they are also for the edification of the whole. And if it's not edifying you, it's not from Spirit. I believe you can get warnings. Yes. But those are not that common. They're just not that common. And you can call that polyology, you can call it bullshit, you can call it whatever you want to, it's up to you. But that's just the way I feel. And I think people use their gifts in the wrong way many times. Constantly trying to control people is wrong. It's wrong. And that's not what spiritual gifts are for. All right, enough of the soapbox this morning. In the center of the table, we have temperance and we have judgment. Now let's build whatever this story is around here and get on with the reading. Okay, what else do we need to know for the energies for today? Or whenever someone happens to need this. You guys wanted to pop out. Okay, let me just check and see where I'm at. Oh, good. I'm sorry, is the light's killing some of those, isn't it? And I don't think the other lights will be any better, but I'll just keep doing this. Okay. What else do we need to know about this? Much to do about money. Okay, can I see this over here? Yes, I can. So let me flip the lights real quick. Does that help? It did a little bit, didn't it? It's kind of dark though. Oh well. All right. Here we go. And if I got my hair in there, I'm sorry. Let's see. We have, as said, temperance and judgment in the center. And this feels very much like something that's due. It's like a karma thing. You've been working hard at something. And your energy needs to be more focused. We've got the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. And sometimes this is a need to go inside and reevaluate. You need to look at some things. We have a Knight and a Page, Knight of Cups, Page of Swords, corner to corner. We also have Seven of Wands and Queen of Wands, corner to corner. We have the Six of Cups and the Seven of Coins side by side. Then above Temperance, we have the Three of Cups, and below the Emperor card. Now, we only have 2 major arcana, so this doesn't feel like it's spiritual big jobs, but nevertheless, it's something that's important to us because of the Wands. I mean, we have a couple of Wands cards, and that's passion. We also have a couple of Cup cards, and that's emotion. So it's something that's important to us. We also have a couple of Swords and a couple of Coins. So it's a little bit of overall energy everywhere. Above the Judgment card, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and below the Nine of Swords. And sometimes the placement stands out to me, and I see the nines here around Judgment. 9 happens to be one of my favorite numbers. And then we have 2 sevens, you know, touching each other here. We also have the Hermit, which is a 9. Okay. So 999. Okay. Here I go. I apologize. Not enough coffee. Okay. It feels like we are a little bit stuck in the past, and this is going to take some mirror work. Okay? We have to balance out our work and our play. What is coming is what we're manifesting, and there's really no manifesting cards on here, but that's what it feels like right now. It's a karmic thing. You've worked hard for this. You've been on top of it, but you've still worked hard for it, and it's a plan that you've had for a while. You've done the work, you're waiting on the harvest, and you've spent the nights awake, sleepless. It's not, you're not so much up in your head. It's just something that you're anxious about and eager to move on with. The energy is moving. It's just not moving at a pace that's fast enough to suit you, okay? But definitely build your confidence. You know, do what you have to do. Do some mirror work. Do some shadow work. Do some more background. I almost feel recalculate. Recalculate. Go back over your details. We all have a plan. It's best to write it down. And I've even done manifestation books, not so much a journal, but a manifestation book of how I want things to go. And I even write little spells in there. I've shown a few people in my manifestation book because I do feel like you shouldn't share your personal stuff with certain people, because not everybody has your back and not everybody has your best interest at heart. And definitely I have found out, sadly enough, that even when friends get a little irritated with you, and maybe you are on the outs with these people, that they will use the information you have given them in the past against you. And that's quite sad. And they even talk shit about you to other friends. And I hope the friends that hear someone like this talk shit about us, you, me, anybody, would stop and think about, instead of letting that seed of doubt about their friend be planted, they would stop and think about what they know about the friend instead, and run with that and keep reminding themselves about that. Instead of letting someone plant that seed of doubt about a friend. That's wrong, and you shouldn't do that. And you shouldn't use magic against your friends. That's just a shitty friend right there, especially when it's unwarranted. So, and I think also that people need to consider when they cast against each other haphazardly, what exactly is the wind beneath the wings of the people you're hitting? Consider that carefully. Enough said. Okay. We need to build our confidence, like I said, and do some shadow work. And even the little bit of worry you have, a little bit of concern is normal. You just don't need to go overboard. And I don't see anything that's saying you're overboard here, but there is some worry about this. And sometimes the details are in the waiting. You can learn a lot about yourself and others when you're in the waiting phase, because patience is not always hard to grasp. It's not always hard to maintain. So just be confident, build that confidence up. Look back at what you've manifested successfully in the past. You got this. You can do this, but you need to balance your play and your work, and don't forget your work, and also don't work so much that you forget the play. Okay? And we got another one. We got the wheel, and this could be that it is a cycle thing, and I'll put that up there. But it doesn't feel like it's such a cycle that you're dizzy from it. It feels like you just have to remember what you're doing. Focus, reevaluate, and focus. Build your confidence. Balance everything out. Oh, excuse me. Your day is coming. It's coming at its own pace. So don't forget to mix work with play, but balance it. All right. I hope this resonated with someone. If it did, grab it and run with it. If it didn't, throw it away. It might not be for you, or it might not be for today. It's supposed to be a beautiful day, very warm again. Stay cool out there, and above all, enjoy the journey.